if they give away their power and they chip away at their confidence and their security, and they give away their control when this person doesn't even have control of their own life. Why are they trying to control somebody else's so that they can be their puppet, so that they can use them, so that they can, yeah, no. That's a no. You don't own anyone, or somebody doesn't own you, Scorpio. This is so unredeeming. Somebody could be born in 72 or 82. Somebody could be a life path 1, or be born on the 28th or the 27th, or be a life path 9 or 6. Ugh, I don't like this energy at all, y'all. Like, it makes me actually kind of, like, nauseous. Ugh. Give me a second. I really hope this is not an unhinged Scorpio, okay? The scariest signs, I'd say, unhinged Scorpios and Geminis freak me the fuck out, y'all. Okay? And maybe Capricorn as well. Anything with horns, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus. Unhinged level is like, you need to just like avoid at all costs, because that's dangerous as hell. So anyway, back to the reading. That's just my personal opinion. You don't have to believe me, but I'm gonna go with that till the day I die. Okay, those are the scariest signs. And Aquarius too, if they're unhinged only. I'm only talking about like psycho level. This is feeling kind of like a little psycho-ish, okay? Somebody's not well mentally, they need some help, and they need to stop projecting onto somebody that is very loving and means well, okay, that cares about somebody. It's like somebody, it feels like somebody's getting punished for trying to love somebody or trying to steer them the right way. Like, what? That's so backwards. But because somebody can't handle feelings, or they don't feel safe having feelings or exploring feelings, or, you know, building that muscle per se, they impulsively like do destructive behavior. And how is that an answer for anything? It's like, this is why morality is so important, compassion is so important, because this is dehumanizing. And, you know, if somebody doesn't have like a bar or a cap to that, it can get very dangerous. All right, that's why there's laws in place. That's why, you know, there's no slavery anymore. Like, you know, there's laws to protect people. This is going too far. Okay. Okay, so I think the last thing that we're gonna pull here before going into the tarot is, all right. Let me get a Divine Feminine card for Scorpio for September. Yeah, silence, ghosted. I'm sorry, love. It's never right. Only toxic people ghost. Unhealthy, yeah. Laughter in reverse. Something isn't funny. Somebody could have been laughing at somebody that could have needed help, but now it's not funny. Yeah, they should have lent a hand. Man killer. Ooh. Imagination in reverse. Somebody didn't imagine being kind or supportive or a friend. They didn't believe in somebody. They thought something was funny. It's not. Somebody could have not wanted somebody to shine, or I don't know. Like, this is weird. All right, let's go over this. Somebody's name could be Julie or Lewis or Dre. Something isn't funny. Somebody's not laughing. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I have to find the right page here. Okay, so Julie. 60. Okay, somebody could have a life path 6, or June could be significant, or somebody could be born in 1960. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I have no agenda except to be funny. That's a quote from Julia. The meaning of laughter. You need a good laugh. Your mind and body are calling for it, and laughter is an elixir of health. It lowers stress hormones, raises immune cells, and produces infection fighting antibodies, all of which support a healthy immune response. Laughter also triggers a release of endorphins. Endorphins are your happy neurotransmitters that reduce the brain's pain receptors, modulate appetite, and release sex hormones. Studies have shown that laughter decreases blood pressure and improves cardiovascular and heart health. Laughter also reduces bouts of anxiety and depression. Don't forget to laugh with others too. Laughter evolved in humans as a way of communicating genuine care and safety. Build goodwill by spending quality time laughing with your friends. Socialize, let yourself be amused, and definitely don't be too cool to lose yourself in laughter. So I feel like somebody thought something was funny that was actually malicious and hateful, and it's not funny anymore. Okay? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like something was never meant to be funny, and it's not anymore. It never was. Okay, somebody could have thought it was and been really mean and made fun of somebody or tried to make something hard with somebody. But anyway, this is about your soul and mind need you to spend more time in the heart of the city, seek out art, different kinds of food, people, and diverse thought leaders. Expose yourself to all that the vibrant city and its culture has to offer. Maybe somebody hasn't exposed themselves to higher vibrational people, and that's what they should do. Okay, a little bit about Julia. This leading lady loves to make people laugh. A natural-born comedian, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is one of the most successful and awarded television actors of all time. So somebody could be an actor, an actress, or a comedian. Julia was born in New York City. New York could be significant, but moved to Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. could be significant when she was 4. By the time she was ready to go to college, she landed at Northwestern University in Illinois. Illinois could be significant. What's up, Chirac? Okay, where she studied theater. Somebody could have studied theater. She was clear on her path to become a performer and a star. So somebody, that could be a theme here. Somebody could be a performer, or they could shine. They could be born to shine. So she dropped out of Northwestern at 21 when she landed a spot on Saturday Night Live. That could be significant. I love that show. At the time, she was the youngest female cast member to ever be hired to the show. She made the most of her time there, practicing her craft and making connections. After performing on SNL for 3 years, she moved on to other sitcom projects. In 1989 could be significant, Julia landed the role of Elaine Beans in a new series, Seinfeld. Yeah, that's such a huge show. Good for you, Julia. You killed it. And the rest is comedic history. Her portrayal of Elaine, somebody's name could be Elaine, earned her fame, adoration, and award after award. I feel like somebody's trying to block somebody's shine and what they're naturally supposed to do, their path. Like, somebody could be a performer, or somebody. I feel like somebody is, like, trying to control somebody's life in some way. I feel like something's not funny. Maybe they tried to scapegoat or, like, use somebody for clout or to make a mockery of, or, like, I don't know. It's something weird. Later in her career, Julia became known for taking more creative control. Somebody here could be a creative. And production credit in the project she worked on, which was an uphill battle in the male-dominated comedy. That could be significant smexism. Okay, maybe a male is trying to dominate a feminine energy. Okay, and television industries of the 90s. Somebody could be a 90s baby. Julia ushered in and inspired an entirely new wave of female comedians, opening the door for the scores of funny ladies who came on the scenes in the early 2000s. Post-Seinfeld, Julia has created hit after hit, going on to star in many other sitcoms and movies. In her career, she has won 5 American Comedy Awards, 11 Emmys, 9 SAG-AFTRA Awards, 2 Critics' Choice Awards, 1 Golden Globe, and 1 TV Critics Association Award. Wow. Killing it. Okay, she has been inducted into the TV Hall of Fame, has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and was awarded the nation's highest comedy honor, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, presented by the Kennedy Center. Okay, throughout her career, Julia has lovingly balanced motherhood, marriage, and her personal life with fame. She's a breast cancer survivor. That could be significant for someone. And publicly advocates for environmental health. Somebody could be an environmentalist or green type person. Sustainability, equality, that could be a theme that's significant. Equality, equal opportunity, equal treatment, and universal health care. Here's to decades more of laughter and levity from this goddess of comedy. Something, though, is not funny. Thanks so much for the gift, love. I appreciate your support of the channel, y'all. So yeah, those themes are definitely significant here, okay? I feel like somebody has been trying to block somebody's path or shine and control them and have them give away their power or their freedom of choice. It's like somebody's trying to force somebody because they don't want to conflict, but they're stressed, so they don't want to communicate, and they did something wrong. Yeah, they broke a promise. And it wasn't an accident. It was on purpose. It was a power play. And they're not sorry. They haven't apologized. Gross. Why would anyone want to deal with somebody like that? Yeah. And they expect somebody to be because of friendships? Okay. Somebody was somebody's friend. Yeah, this friendship was a blessing, and this is how they treated it. Wow. What a horrible thing. Yeah, somebody's stressed because they broke this promise. Somebody's stressed about yeah, somebody's mask is falling off. Because they desire being friends with somebody. This is definitely not how you're going to be friends with somebody. Yeah, this is injustice. Somebody broke a commitment and committed injustice. And they've been either burning evidence or there was no evidence to support this behavior, this treatment. Yeah, somebody was very caring and supportive. Like, what? This has to do with the fact that somebody cares about their work, their profession, their talent. Yeah, that's what this is. It's like somebody wants to, yeah, something originates with somebody. They care a lot about this. They get a lot of support for this too. They have a lot of vitality in it. It could be something creative or like something unique. Yeah, somebody's sick from doing manipulation magic here regarding somebody's sweet dream. Because somebody's not withdrawing from it, they're going to continue doing it. This is wicked. Wicked stuff. Wicked. This is evil. Somebody's not withdrawing from their career or their profession. Period. And shame on you or whoever is involved with this. This is evil. Yeah, they're taking a loss because something is merit-making. It originates with somebody. Somebody tried to tell somebody this, but they were stubborn and they hesitated and something was on purpose. They need to stop with this disasters that they've been creating. They need to break this vow. That's the idea, to save themselves and this bond or whatever the hell you want to call it. But somebody's been in a fantasy. Their mask is falling off though. This is like, I don't know if somebody's been playing both sides, trying to impress their friends for clout or attention. Something is very wicked though here. Very wicked. I feel like somebody's been harassed when they're a blessing. Like when something has to do with their well-being or their fulfillment. Somebody's been harassed. Yeah, somebody's mask is falling off. Ugh. What a horrible energy, y'all. I don't like it. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. Scorpio, whoever this is, if they don't get it together or do the right thing, you're going to have to call the po-po, y'all. For real. So it seems to me that the theme here is that there's somebody that's either coming for your career path, your dream, your profession, or vice versa. You've been going after somebody's, and it could be a feminine that is getting targeted. No, they're not going to give their power away. And nor should they. This is so toxic, and it's like bullying. And I feel like it's covert as well, which is like even more disturbing and creepy. And ugh, I'm just like gross. Okay. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, the Most High, I'm calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity, with intention towards our blessed North Node. Please help me bring forth the most important messages for my Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, September 2025. Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart and from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective and myself, we love you, we thank you, and we trust you, Spirit. Something is not funny. Somebody's not laughing. Yeah, something is a lie. Somebody's insecure. Somebody tried to confuse somebody and make them feel insecure because there's a feminine here. Yeah. A feminine, a Queen of Wands in reverse with a King of Cups in reverse, a witch and a warlock energy that didn't want to. They did something that isn't merit making and they celebrated too soon. Or they didn't want somebody to have happy times or celebrate or be celebrated or to have healthy relationship. This is so toxic. Like, what? Somebody didn't want to put the work in. They wanted to cut corners to get ahead. They could have stolen something from someone. They could have tried to get somebody fired, or like they would have celebrated if someone stopped working on something. This is so wicked. Ugh. What a psycho situation. Absolutely psychotic and evil. Evil, wicked people in this world. The problem is there's a Queen of Swords in reverse that criticizes these true feelings or this dream or going after your dream or your heart, making a true love offer. So this could be somebody's mother maybe or something. Somebody's under judgment. Somebody liberated themselves from this horrifying situation and headspace. Somebody left home and somebody's been disillusioned. That's why they're very guarded and they are protecting their territory. Thank God. Because, like, these feel like vultures. Yeah, they stopped putting energy into this. This is a bad backfire because now there's no attraction here, or there's no, yeah, somebody's healing from some kind of heartbreak or betrayal or something that just was so... Ugh. Somebody here doesn't go within. They don't take time to reflect. They only care about themselves. They could have, like, forced somebody into silence. Okay. Yeah. Deep down, somebody knows this is a... empty victory, that they didn't get anything from this. This is a fall from grace. This is embarrassing. That they're not going to get the attention or the win that they were looking for. They should have put this burden down and planted new seeds, or been willing to learn something new or be practical to get themselves out of the cold. But now they're under judgment. Okay, in the past, yeah, somebody was a Ice King, sociopathic, heartless, and they just left somebody behind and walked away for a new beginning somewhere else. Lovely. So somebody could have been discarded or ghosted. Yeah. But the truth was they wanted to sabotage somebody's forward movement or take their power away and their control away so that they could cause them misfortune. Unbelievable. Psycho. Yeah, they worked with people to do this. They were in denial and wanted to reunite with friends or celebrate, and they felt rejected. And this is somebody who's very unbalanced, and something was very unfair or equal. They worked together with people to get somebody to stop working on something or to quit their job. Ugh. This is a bad backfire for this abusive and toxic as fuck King of Cups in reverse. Is this you, Scorpio? Because this is Scorpio energy. This is really sad and disappointing. Yeah, this is a narcissist, a warlock energy. When they were offered unconditional love towards somebody's innocence, towards a child, like, oh my God, this is sick. Yeah, somebody's not going to win at all costs. These rumors, the slander isn't sticking. Now somebody wants to rekindle or restore 10 of Cups after acting like this. Are you out of your mind? Yeah, they're in denial. They can't make a decision. They feel analysis paralysis. They're trying to avoid a tower, catastrophe. Their mask is falling off. This is why you don't mask. You don't treat people like this. Somebody wants an opportunity for an authentic start when they tried to confuse somebody and make somebody insecure just because they're insecure and confused. Somebody's feeling very pessimistic, unwell, unbalanced because of this backfire. They could have done death magic. They tried to cause serious endings for somebody. So now that's what's heading towards them. Yeah, because somebody protected themselves. Even after somebody walked away, they still protected themselves. They didn't come chasing after them. Yeah. Somebody knows what a real emperor looks like and operates as. So this breakup was okay because somebody never put their heart into it anyway. They didn't value these true feelings. And now somebody's obsessed with like just doing magic so that they can gain control over somebody or bind somebody without having to put emotions into it. Like, yeah, they've been waiting on something, but they're feeling like they're not going to get what they wanted after doing this chaos magic or this mind manipulation. Yeah, this was an injustice. This was toxic and abusive as fuck. And unjust, unfair, maybe even criminal. What's the advice? I'm so disappointed. This is sick. To walk away. In order to follow your heart, you need to leave something behind. I'm assuming it's this Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. But instead, somebody's choosing to go with the route of trying to put an end to somebody else's forward movement and expansion. That's not the way to go. Somebody is a Queen of Cups. They're a sweetheart. Or this Queen of Cups is unbalanced and unfair and overwhelmed. This could be a water sign feminine. What's in the environment? External influences. Huh, here we go. Yeah, deception. Somebody's been purposely sabotaging somebody to fail and fall flat on their face. Has to do with their unique perspective and the fact that they feel stuck. They don't like the way it looks, somebody's perspective. Okay, remove yourself, detach, go away. Yeah, somebody's moving forward. They've been disillusioned. They're moving forward courageously and passionately. And they want an Emperor and a Ten of Cups and Hierophant in the upright, which is somebody with morals, somebody with actual leadership and authority, somebody who wants a family, who wants to be a father, somebody who has the fire to put behind that, and somebody who is logical and not a lunatic. Yeah, somebody wanted somebody to move forward with an instability and a canceled celebration where they never got anything out of it. No, somebody is protecting their Ten of Cups, their dream, their soulmate wish fulfillment, their whatever it is that their Ten of Cups is. Yeah, they're an Earth Angel. Wow, somebody's obsessed with an Earth Angel. Somebody's obsessed with dominating somebody's peace and balance. Wow. This person's a bully and a coward. Their ego's hurt, so they feel like they can just abuse somebody. Unbelievable. Hopes and or fears. Why do people like this exist? Planting new seeds. So somebody's afraid that somebody's gonna make an offer or plant new seeds and invest and work with somebody, or somebody's gonna keep collaborating and working on their long-term investment. This High Priestess in reverse, this witch, this psycho, okay, who pretends to be a Queen of Cups in the upright, is under judgment. I'm talking about divine, like, up high, celestial judgment, like bad. Yeah, they tried to take out an Earth Angel. They tried to sacrifice an Earth Angel. Yeah, their peace. Somebody's in denial about these friends, yo. This is like... Somebody needs to stop being in denial. Yeah. This Queen of Cups, it would have made them happy if somebody quit their job or stopped working on something and didn't put the effort into something, their dream, their career, whatever it is. So they caused a whole bunch of illusions regarding somebody's happiness. Somebody shouldn't have taken this offer. It was a setup to cause somebody delays and get them stuck in a loop of toxic cycles. They should have fought to give somebody what they deserved. That was the plan that would have been workable to get out of their head. But now they're drowning in the past in these dark memories. With fears coming up from childhood. And there's a gold, sorry guys. My throat chakra keeps getting attacked the last 2 days. And there's a superficial, like, gold digger energy here that wants somebody to give away their power, or that went the wrong way with something or lost control. Yeah. They wanted to trap somebody because of their financial independence. They wanted to victimize somebody. Unbelievable. This is the most toxic, one of the most toxic reads I've ever done. Somebody should have protected this relationship. Somebody needs to protect this relationship. An equal, fair exchange. Somebody's healing from something very toxic and abusive. My God. All has to do with putting an end to somebody's financial independence, their comfort, their wealth, their luxury, what they love to do for their career, their high value status. Wow. It's a King of Pentacles working with a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A psychotic monster who pretends to be a Queen of Cups in the upright. A smiling liar, a fake sweetheart. Wow. Who uses somebody for money. They're all about money, and they don't like that you make money or that you're successful, because that's something that they don't have. You have something of value in your hand, and you're doing it all by yourself on top of it. Now they feel victimized and trapped and unwell because you stop putting your energy in, or they can't have your energy, or they don't have your energy, they don't have your spark. Somebody has misconducted themselves. Something was started on a false foundation. They wanted you to lose your spark so that you'd suffer misfortune and be poor and in poverty, and that you lose your spiritual inheritance and your abundance. They did dark magic to try to get this to happen. Now they're stuck because you're seeing something from a new perspective about this conflict, and you refuse to compete or participate. You continue to shine, and that's what's being... Somebody can't hide your shine, your star quality. They can't do it. You put down a burden and somebody's watching you. They're trying to figure out how to cause delays and obstacles to your new beginning because they are resentful and unhappy, because they're never going to be happy. They're miserable and disgusting, yeah. They invested in something so toxic when something should have been equal give and take partnership, and somebody should have been protective and had authority and protected this union. They can't hold somebody back, and they can't hold on to somebody anymore. They need to give up. Somebody's a coward and abusive and a bully and tyrannical. No wonder somebody protected themselves. They protected their dream. They protected their innocence. They were under siege, all because they shine, all because they're a healer and an earth angel. Somebody was judging somebody for their star seed quality. This is a chosen one. What the fuck? These people need to go somewhere. Scorpio, I don't know, where is Scorpio in this dynamic? Who is Scorpio in this read? I feel like somebody was masking somebody's around somebody's ops to appease them, pretending to not care about somebody, pretending to go against somebody innocent because it gave them some kind of clout or attention. Yeah, they were bullying somebody for the attention that they got and their success. Wow. They mobbed up, gang. Yeah. They were juggling somebody. Yeah, this King of Cups. Okay, so it's you, Scorpio. Somebody resented somebody's success and their milestones. What is wrong? Wow. Wow, Scorpio. This is so shady.